Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium at Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
What's that? 180!
Check, 47. Let's go. Mike, 47.
On first and 10, Newton.
It's just me and you.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
I got you. Check 26.
Now the third leading rusher in the NFL last year, Todd Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That's it. 180.
Check Mike 47.
Watch a slat.
On the toss, it's Gurley. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
Out of the gun, Newton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory.
Ready.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 13.
Pick up the ball. 36.
Good. I-4, ready. Tonight.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, defense.
0-2. Hey, Echo.
Right there.
Return.
Shotgun now for Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Ready. 95-56.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Fresno. He's 5'9". He's checking Craig. Hey.
Over.
24. Watch 24.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8. Hey, easy.
Let's go. Watch left, watch left, watch left. Drop deep, drop deep. 50.
Right
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, D.
On 2nd and 11 now. Breeze. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. K1 short. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about it.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marcus Davenport in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So following this sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. To throw is Newton. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang it up and maybe become a broadcaster.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. The left side completion to Jones. Touchdown, Carolina. Julio Jones. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 6-0 our after one.
Yellow 80.
Watch the run, watch the run.
12.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Jack!
Hey, kill. 21.
From the 41, Breeze. Buying time to his left. Now Breeze lost the football. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Saints' 46-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Ready.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Newton now to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Coming off the line, he's been wreaking havoc all year. And look, that's why, as a result, he's getting some looks for Defensive Player of the Year in the NFL.
And I know that many people don't have him first on their list right now, but he deserves that type of consideration. You mentioned it. All year long, he's made big plays and continues to do so. Imagine if he has a big game here. If so, he can vault himself right into the #1 spot.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Watch out.
Hey, Alpha.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing now is Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
21.
Check. Lucky.
Watch twist. Any weapon.
Twist. Check. Alert flare.
Check 52.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Dontari Poe in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 50, check 50. 13. Where's that?
Bree's going to try and throw on third down. And Ginn's got it. And able to down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Running with Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Kamara trying again. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They go with a fullback line, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Saints on 4th down last year, 13 of 16, 2nd best in the league, and they'll try it here.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Kill.
Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Easy, opposite. Wide. Get right side.
Here we go with Kamara, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. Kamara on 4th and goal, unable to get in. And the Panthers defense able to deliver the goal line stand. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball. Express. Gun. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now Gurley. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Gurley. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Ready? Yellow lady. Here we go. I smell fear in that offense.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Opposite. Bravo.
Now Breeze. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game. I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it. Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter. Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one. Has that happened to you before? No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now following the interception, here's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
To throw again. Newton. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago. He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution. Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. First catch for last year's NFL catch leader, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 14.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get inside. Ready. Waiting. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island, Nova.
61. Matchbox lights.
Slam.
Breeze now on first down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Let's get this.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 20.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Good move by Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first.
We got this, we got this.
Mike 56.
A shotgun snap for Newton.
Come get some. Come get some.
It's caught. Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
We're set, buddy.
Check, 47. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
From the red zone now, Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the motion. 47's the mic. Let's go, let's go. Check.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Ready. Check Mike 47.
Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Pick the edge. Come. Get it.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Great.
Both sevens a mic.
What we got?
They get this to Hogan on the jet sweep. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
There we go.
Chris Hogan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano now to add the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K1 short in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know, the rhythm seems off.
We got this.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Ready. Lakini.
Hey, got tight left, tight his left.
4 down, check, 4 down.
Saints 3.
Lakini. Mike, 47. Exit.
Another carry now for Gurley. It's Patrick Robinson there on the stop.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Check Mike 47.
Operating from the gun. Newton. Flushed out right. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he's able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
On first down, it's Newton. Being chased out left. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Opposite. Hey, easy. 58. We go 21.
Breeze now on first down. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one.
Check. 53.
Brees will try again on second down. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey, easy. Hey, kill.
58 to Mike. 58.
Here we go.
Mike.
Here we go.
Now Breeze on third down. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Ready.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Guys, out time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. 58, boys, 58.
Breeze to throw for it on fourth. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Breeze now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. First and 10. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Kill.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 25 on second down. Breeze looking for the end zone. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. After the incompletion, here now, third and 2.
218, chop it.
Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Will Lutz on for the point after. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Panthers 12, Saints 10.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Play action. It's Newton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
47's the mic.
Coming this way, here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Sammy!
58, boys, 58.
28.
Breeze now to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Chill. Under.
Check 9. Check.
Where's that?
3, alert 3.
11.
58, right over there.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
Hey, tight. Hey, watch it.
We're good. Check 4, ready.
Again, it's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Wait, back.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Breeze on the draw and gives to Kamara. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Kill. Slam. Easy, opposite.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Rush in.
This is Zach Line, the fullback, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
A 21-yard attempt.
And he got it. He puts it through, and it's the ultimate capper to the regular season. And Bourbon Street, it'll be alive tonight. The Saints have won it. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Saints, it's an 11th win of the year as they'll finish the regular season at 11-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for Carolina, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a...
Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? STRO. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging.